Do you know the habits and characteristics of successful people versus unsuccessful people? Would it help you to be more successful if you did? Hey, welcome back. Jeff Heggie, Daily Success Strategies. Thanks for being with me today. Today I want to talk about some of the habits of successful people versus unsuccessful people. I want to talk about a book that has a lot of great stuff in it that I want to share with you. But first of all, it's Friday, same thing we do every Friday. On Monday we said, what are you going to commit to accomplish this week so that on Friday you can look back and say it's been a successful week, and more importantly, you're closer to your bigger goals. What did you commit to on Monday, and did you accomplish that? If you're watching or listening to this on social media, leave me a comment, leave me a DM, whichever you want. Send me an email, jeff@jeffheggie.com. Be held accountable to what you said you were going to accomplish. That's the way you're going to achieve your bigger goals, is take it one step at a time, week by week. Now, if you don't have clearly defined written out goals, go to jeffheggie.com/biggerfuture. Go through that free series, figure out what your goals are, your purpose behind them, and create a plan to get there. All right, today I want to talk about some of the success secrets of the characteristics and the habits of successful people. You know, I don't even know how many years ago it was, I heard about a book that had been published that Napoleon Hill had written the transcripts for it 70 years prior, and it had never been published. And after he had passed away, his wife had passed away, they finally decided to publish it, and it's called Outwitting the Devil. This is it if you're watching this on video. Anyways, it's a book that I listened to on the Audible version a few times. And then more recently, last September when I was in Florida at Funnel Hacking Live, Russell Brunson talked about it. And so I listened to it again, and it's got some great stuff in it. And then about a month ago, I was talking about it with my son. And we got talking about different things, and I thought, you know what, I want to read it. I've listened to it a number of times, but I've actually never read the book. So I ordered the book, and I've been reading it recently, and there's a few things in there I want to talk about. One of the things when they talk about some of the habits of people that are successful versus those that aren't, is one of the things that prevents people from being successful is the habit of drifting. And to talk a little bit about that, I want to read a few things in here. And it says, when it talks about drifters, it says, those who do little or no thinking for themselves are drifters. A drifter is one who permits himself to be influenced and controlled by circumstances outside his own mind. They also go on to talk about how procrastination is a part of drifting, and it just talks so much about it. And it says, any habit which causes one to procrastinate, to put off reaching a definite decision, leads to the habit of drifting. And so what I want to do today is I actually want to go through a part where it identifies some of the habits and characteristics of drifters versus non-drifters, because I think there's some important things in here to recognize and look within yourself and say, you know what, how many of those habits do I have? How many of those characteristics do I have? And can I change? Because if I can change from some of the habits of a non-drifter from a drifter to a non-drifter, I can be more successful in life. And so I want to share, first of all, it talks about some of the characteristics of drifters. The first thing you'll notice about a drifter is his total lack of a major purpose in life. His lack of self-confidence, never accomplishing anything requiring thought and effort. He spends all he earns, and often more too if he can get credit. He will be sick or ailing from real or imaginary cause and calling to high heaven if he suffers the least physical pain. He has little or no imagination. He will lack enthusiasm and initiative to begin anything he is not forced to undertake, and he will plainly express his weakness by taking the line of least resistance whenever he can do so. Ill-tempered and lacking in control over his emotions. His personality will be without magnetism, and it will not attract other people. He will have opinions on everything, but accurate knowledge of nothing. He may be the jack of all trades, but good at none. He will neglect to cooperate with those around him. He'll make the same mistake over and over again, never profiting from failure. He will be narrow-minded and intolerant on all subjects, ready to crucify those who may disagree with him. He will expect everything from others, but willing to give little or nothing in return. May begin many things, but will complete nothing. He will be loud in his condemnation of his government, but he will never tell you definitely how it can be improved. He will never reach a decision on anything if he can avoid it. And if he is forced to decide, he will reverse himself at the first opportunity. He'll eat too much and exercise too little. He will take a drink of liquor if someone else will pay for it. He will gamble if he can do it on the cuff. He will criticize others who are succeeding in their chosen calling. In brief, the drifter will work harder to get out of thinking than most others work at earning a good living. He will tell a lie rather than admit his ignorance on a subject. If he works for others, he will criticize them to their backs and flatter them to their faces. So those are some characteristics of a drifter who's not going to find success in their life. Can you think of anyone that fits those? Are there any parts of that fit you? Here are some characteristics of a non-drifter. The first sign of a non-drifter is this: he is always engaged in doing something definite through some well-organized plan which is definite. He has a major goal in life towards which he is always working, and many minor goals, all of which lead towards his central scheme. The tone of his voice, the quickness of his step, the sparkle in his eyes, the quickness of his decisions clearly mark him as a person who knows exactly what he wants and is determined to get it, no matter how long it may take or what price he must pay. He extends many favors to others, but accepts favors sparingly, if at all. He will be found up front whether he is playing a game or fighting a war. If he does not know the answer, he will say so frankly. He has a good memory, never offers an alibi for his shortcomings. He never blames others for his mistakes, no matter if they deserve the blame. He used to be known as a go-getter, but in modern times is now called a go-giver. He is an inspiration to all who come in contact with his mind. The major distinguishing feature of the non-drifter is this: he has a mind of his own and uses it for all purposes. So just think about those characteristics. How many of them fit you? How many of them could you improve? Because there's definitely some wisdom in that on what is going to help you be more successful, what's going to help you find more success in life, and which ones from the drifter category could hold you back. Again, it's an interesting book. It's called Outwitting the Devil. I'm going to put the link in the show notes if you're interested in getting it. But there's a lot of valuable stuff in there. Learning the habits of becoming successful. And I think there's a lot of help you can get from it. It's Outwitting the Devil, The Secrets to Freedom and Success. Hopefully this is something that you can grow from, see what things you can implement in your life. But thank you for being with me. Do me a favor and please share this episode with someone. I'll be back with you on Monday. Why do some people succeed at all levels beyond their imagination while others struggle? The mind is the key to your success. Even the best strategy won't matter without the right mindset to implement it. For those who desire to be great, to do amazing things, and have an impact on the world, the Bigger Future Coaching Program is designed to take your life and your business to another level. If you're ready to make big commitments, be held accountable, and develop the success mindsets that'll take you beyond your dreams, join us today. Find out more at jeffheggie.com/group coaching. Some of you may know this, but in addition to my coaching, I've recently joined Geneva Financial Home Loans, a mortgage lender headquartered in Chandler, Arizona, as a mortgage loan originator. I've always had a passion for serving others, and now I'm proud to also be a part of Home Loans Powered by Humans. If you're in the state of Arizona and looking to take the next step in your journey, contact me at 801-830-3858 to start the conversation. NMLS number 42056, BK number 0910215, Equal Opportunity Lender.